Okay, this is not the video that I want to be making this morning, and it's not the video that I had planned for this weekend. This channel is about the journey that I'm taking, my life journey, and my journey in homesteading and learning how to homestead. And so sometimes there are videos that I have to put out that I don't necessarily want to, and this is most definitely one of those. Yesterday, I had to take Tara to the vet to have her humanely euthanized. And some of you have not been following my channel very long and might not know, but Tara was Greg's dog. And Greg moved out at the end of November. And then yesterday, I had to have his dog put down. Now, it's not anything that was real sudden. And if you watch the video from the last video that I put up, I actually mentioned her health, but at that point did not want to talk about it. And I still don't want to talk about it, but I feel like this is something that I have to do because of the type of channel that it is. I thought about putting up a video yesterday right after I came home, and decided against that because I was sad and I was angry. I was just angry. I don't know. It probably is a better thing that I waited until today to post this video or to record this video. So next month is February, and February is the month that I got Greg. Greg is adopted, and I got him February 17th, and I adopted him on February 4th the following year. Well, Greg's birthday is in March, and so a year after I had adopted Greg, I got him a puppy for Christmas. No, for his birthday. It was for his birthday, and so this month, January, was Tara's birthday. And because I got her for Greg's birthday, she was just old enough to be weaned from her mother and come home to Greg. And what is so special about that, other than it was his birthday gift from me, his new mom, is that Greg had never had a pet before, or never had a dog before. He had a fish and he had a snake, both of which he had coming to after he came to my house. But he had never had a dog before. He had been in multiple homes and they had dogs, but he was never able to have one of his own because you never knew where he was going to be living. And so Tara came in with a purpose in life, a purpose that only Tara could fulfill. She was a difficult dog in that she wasn't a farm dog. She could not get along with any of our other dogs here. She could not get along with the cats. She would kill a goat if she got to them, and she would kill a chicken. She was just not really a farm dog, but she had a purpose, and that purpose was to be a friend to Greg and to allow Greg to have something that wasn't going to be taken away from him and give him a chance to attach to something and give him a sense of responsibility. And Tara's job wasn't easy because Greg had never had a dog before. He did not know how to treat dogs. He didn't know how to take care of dogs. And obviously, through the whole thing, I was there supervising, making sure that she was taken care of. But she did her job better than any dog that I could ever think of. And like I told you, next month is the month that we celebrate his adoption, Greg's adoption. And a year ago, next month, we posted a video on YouTube, Greg and I did, about our experiences, each of our experiences with the adoption process. And in that video, I show Tara's in that video because she's a big part of that process. She's a big part of Greg feeling what he calls normal. At the end of this video, I'll leave a link to that video that Greg and I made last year about the adoption experience. It has Tara in it because Tara was a part of that journey. She played a big part in that journey, and that's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard to let her go. I swore I wouldn't get attached to her because I knew it was Greg's dog. And I knew that someday Greg would move out and he would take Tara with him. But you can't help but get attached to Tara. Like I said, there's not another dog that could have done the job that she did. She did it well. Greg does know. Greg knew prior to me taking her in. We have, like I said, she had problems before he left. We discussed what the plan would be, how we were going to handle things. She had had a couple of places removed twice, she's had two different surgeries that she'd had like tumors removed from her within the last couple of years. And so this is something that we've had a couple of years to discuss and plan. And even right before he left, we had a discussion because she had started getting sick. And I kept him informed about her condition. And this past week, she just went downhill real fast. And it just seemed more compassionate to take her in and have her humanely euthanized than to let her suffer like she was. And I told Greg 2 days prior to that, and he was still on board with this is the, this, he knew what needed to be done. And I told him the day before, I said, tomorrow or the next day, I probably need to do this. I kept putting it off because I really didn't want to do this. And then the morning of, I let him know. And so that's what I did. I took her in, and I didn't come home with her.